Hi, I'm Marshall from MidCurrent, and I'm here with Peter Vandergrift with Costa. And Peter's been with Costa a long time. You may have heard his name in association with Kick Plastics campaign, which has kind of reached a tipping point here in the last year or so, I would say. But
absolutely,
we'll talk about some sunglasses, and maybe Peter can share some of his thoughts on where we're headed in the saving the environment, or at least getting some of that bad stuff out of it category.
I'd love to. I'd love to. I mean, we can kind of talk product first, and then we'll get into the fun stuff.
Sounds
saving
good
the
to
world.
me. It's all fun.
I mean, I'd love to show you 3 products that I think really typify our brand when it comes to product and the story behind our brand. Founded in 1983 in Daytona Beach, Florida, where we still do U.S. manufacturing today, founded by fishermen. So this is the Diego. So what the Diego is, this is our Ferrari, right? This is the sunglass we made that only we could make. And why did we do it? Because we can. It has every bell and whistle an angler might want. First off, it has this hooding over top. So if you're someone who likes to have a ball cap, it fits right underneath. But if you're someone who, likes to let it all hang out, it's got some shielding over top, so it gives you a little bit of cover. Yeah. It also has a little bit of extended side shields. But now we're getting into the real nitty-gritty and the things that are part of the patents that we hold on this. We have a great ventilation system here that starts with these vents right up front, runs through the hinges. So there's actually hollow hinges that are spring hinged. You can see how that goes in. Yeah. Fits a lot of heads. So air can roll through here. We also have these perspiration channels, right? So this is our sweat channels that help that sweat move away from the lens and away from where that condensation can happen and fog up your lens and back down to your ear. We also have those, lo and behold, right in the nose piece. So a little ventilation there as well.
Hey, and your nose is always sweating. I mean, that's just the one place that always sweats, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. So that just kind of, if it runs down here, if it's inside of the lens, there's even a channel here where it can drop straight out and not cause that condensation. So air moving through and around the sunglass and water moving away. Really innovative. It also has it's about as much lens as you can pack into the frame. So when you put these on, you have a lot of periphery, and it's like looking through a windshield. It's great. And then we have these temple tips, which are much slimmer. So I know one thing I have an issue with is I tuck them up under the ball cap and my ears go out to the side, and I burn on the top of the ear, or it's really binding. But now you can put these more slender keepers on the end of that.
Yeah,
so that's the Diego, brand new product, just hit the market. We're really proud of it. And it's going to fit a lot of anglers and a lot of anglers' needs. So that speaks to who we are, what our core is, where we came from. I think this is really interesting. So this is kind of a little bit of where we're at. This is the Water Woman. This is what we put in the new product showcase here. The Water Woman was designed when we basically heard from our hardcore female anglers and said either the female frames that you make are kind of too much of a wrap, or they look too much like guys' frames, or maybe I use them on the water but I don't use them off of the water, or it's like, hey, these are too lifestyle, these don't really fit my needs. So we came up with the Water Woman, which is the perfect fit of kind of form and fashion. It's got great shielding on the sides. It's got the Hydrolite, so that it grips really well to the head. There's a lot of shielding, 580 in glass. We make this in everything, even our Sunrise Silver Mirror. What I think is really interesting and kind of speaks volumes about where we are with 50-50 Challenge and having female anglers in the sport. This was our single best-selling sunglass on CostaDelMar.com and was a top 5 SKU, which is amazing because it never happens with a new SKU and hardly ever happens with a female SKU. So what it's telling me is the anglers are out there, and it's up to us as an industry to embrace them. We tried to embrace
super
them.
Sharp design. I mean,
sharp design.
Pretty compelling.
Pretty compelling. Yeah. So that's a little bit of where we came from, where we are now, And maybe this is a little bit about where we're going. This is called the Sampan, and this is our Mark Healy signature frame. Who's Mark Healy? He's a waterman, really known as a big wave surfer, right? So very modern, very sleek, but still has a little bit of challenging, still has the Hydrolite, still has this was actually our temple tips really came from looking at kind of sleek automotive industry design. If you look at them, it looks like maybe a venting that you'd see on the side of a Porsche or Ferrari. So you know, it still has a little bit of venting in the nose. So I think that story of Costa is really told well through those three products.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm kind of thinking I could make my own little neck lanyard with a piece of fly line here.
Absolutely.
Would I be wrong?
It would not be wrong at all. Yeah. Hey, use whatever you can to keep them on your head. You know, a lot of people say, I don't like wearing lanyards, and I say, that's wonderful. You're going to lose a lot of sunglasses this year. You're a great customer.